Now, Beijing is pressuring Washington to reject a complaint that a U.S. trade union has made against China's clean energy policies. Now, this one comes from the United Steelworkers Union, and it is saying that Beijing gives Chinese producers of wind and solar energy equipment subsidies that violate China's free trade commitments. So the union wants Washington to investigate, and that could lead to cases being filed against China before the World Trade Organization. China is calling the complaint hypocritical, saying it's ridiculous, considering the pressure that the country is under to cut its enormous pollution output. It does have benchmarks to reach. And there are other foreign companies that are making big gains in China's clean energy market right now. India's Suzlon Energy is one of them. And we have the chairman joining us now. Tulsi Tanti is in Beijing. Mr. Tanti, thank you so much for being here. I know that China has been an important part of your business already, but moving forward, what percentage of your business do you expect to come from China?
Yeah, currently from China, our business is coming of the total revenue of the company, nearly 10%, and nearly 3.5% market share from the China.
So how big is China in terms of a green energy market?
I think its government has a big commitment towards the renewables and the green energy in the last 3 to 4 years, and very strong initiatives are there. Now the China is the largest wind turbine market in the world. The last year is nearly 16,000 megawatts, 16 gigawatt installation has done, which is the largest in the world. And it will continue for the 1 decade, this growth, and China will remain the world largest wind power producers in the future. Currently, it's the 30 gigawatt install base is there, and 2020, the target of the government is somewhere 100 to 150. But as an industry's perspective, we are expecting always China is exceeding his target, and 150 to 200 gigawatt, which will be the large commitments toward the renewable development in China.
Yeah, and speaking of targets, I mean, China by 2020 wants about 15% of its energy to come from non-fossil fuels to, get out of producing the greenhouse gases. We can see the smog of Beijing behind you as we speak today. I mean, how does anybody make the argument that Beijing is at the forefront of green energy?
So yes, currently its development is quite going. No doubt China is quite behind for the development of the green energy. But the way initiatives has started, and we strongly believe because a lot of manufacturing base and a lot of infrastructure developments in the most of the provinces has started, and that will give the huge momentum for the green development. And the nearly 15% energy what government has targeted by 2020, it will come, and we are also believe it is quite achievable target because China has a huge wind resources is available in the onshore and offshore. Nearly 150 gigawatt is onshore sites are available, and equally same 150 gigawatt is potentially is in offshore. So the current installed base of the China is 800 gigawatt is there. Against that, nearly 400 to 600 gigawatt is required additionally by 2020. So nearly 30 to 40% of the new energy requirement can be possible to harness through the wind power. I think that will be the great contribution for economic development and also.
Yeah, economic development in terms of, export sales, jobs, tax revenue, that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
You can still hear me? I'm sorry, I thought we lost contact with you there. Tell me more about Suzlon, Mr. Tanti. I know you've had a tough year as a company. Are you still predicting a return to profitability?
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
Yes, the overall. Yeah, so overall, the last 18 months, because of the financial crisis and the economic crisis, our industries has affected. But we can say that now the worst part is over. And the best part is their emerging economy like India, China, Brazil, South Africa, growth is very high, and there is a lot of good energy requirement and commitments towards the renewables, and that is giving a good momentum of our business. And now we are looking at very positive growth. At the same time, the US market is quite behind, but we are expecting the growth will take a momentum in 2012. because the government has given a large commitment for the renewable development, but currently it's a slowdown is there. But 2012 it will be again the back. So that is giving a good comfort for the industries and to our company, and we are very comfortable to continue to grow the way we are growing earlier.
Tulsi Tanti, thank you so much for talking to us. I appreciate it. Well, we don't put cost above safety. That was the message that the BP chief executive, Tony Hayward, delivered to members of the British House of Commons. But is it enough to help repair the company's battered image? We're going to get some reaction to this from a very unique place, shall we say. That's going to be just ahead. And it's going to take more than 140 characters to fully explain why Twitter wants to revamp itself. But it can be summarized nicely in one word, and that word is money.